He said that he's been a Muslim for quite some time, several years, but he did not declare that to the public. And I believe that he means his family members or where he lives. But your friends, your companions, where you're living at in Qatar, they recognize that you're a Muslim, you pray in Jama'ah, you attend the Muslim activities, you practice your deen. You do not practice both religions. You do not attend the Sunday service and pray in a church like a Christian. Rather, if you are practicing Islam and you declare your Islam before Muslims, or at least two men, that is sufficient before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I understand your reasons with regards to concealing your Iman before your family for family issues or reasons. It may be legitimate because you know best the condition of your family. But I may encourage you to give da'wah to your family. How do you give da'wah to your family and try to rescue your mother from the fire of hell, and also your father, if you do not tell them what's going on? Perhaps while still concealing your Iman, you can approach them that you read that book, or you look into those people, or you live with them, and you will recognize that their nature is entirely different than what's portrayed in the media and the misconceptions about them and all of that. This is an indirect way of giving da'wah. But as far as a short cut to an answer to your question that are you a Muslim? Yes, you're a Muslim. What happens if you die and you be buried in a non-Muslim graveyard? This is a dilemma, because it is not permissible for a Muslim to be buried in a non-Muslim graveyard. Muslims have to have their separate graveyard. Will you be affected by those who are being punished next to you? No, you will not. But where you will get the mercy and the dua and the greetings and the invocations of Muslims who are visiting the graveyard. You know that every time a Muslim is buried, whenever we go to the graveyard, whether for a burial or for mere regular visitation, we say, Assalamu alaikum ahl al-diyar. Assalamu alaikum ahl al-diyari min al-mu'minina wal-muslimin. نسأل الله لنا ولكم العافية وإنا إن شاء الله بكم لاحقون. So every Muslim who visits the graveyard makes dua for the dead Muslims. So where would you get this? So write in your bequest, in your wasiyah or will, that you are a Muslim and you would like to be buried, and your body should be dealt with as a Muslim and be buried in a Muslim graveyard. This unfortunately have happened to some of our Muslim brothers, reverse, in America. When they died and they did not write their wasiyah, their spouses had to bury them and treat them as non-Muslims, and they attended the funeral service in the church and all of that. You would be liable for that, and you don't want anything bad to happen to you in this life or in the hereafter. So gradually, it's been 15 years already, gradually try to introduce to them the deen. Or if you don't want and you know best about the conditions of your family, at least you have to have your wasiyah ready in case that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decides for any of us to depart. That should be the way my body should be treated with.